All right, I haven't done a video in a while, so here we go. This is actually a revised project. This was our circle exercise one, and I've made a few modifications to it, just added. So I'm redoing the video. Okay, you see the design in front of us? Let's take a look. We've got a couple circular shapes. Let's go to the front. So we've got, this is a outer edge of 60 millimeters in diameter. The inner edge is 50, the same for the circle above. Back to the home position. See, there's a cutout here that the inner circle fits in. This section is 20 millimeters in width, while this fits into the opening at 10 millimeters. Let's take a look at the diagrams and see what we've got. Right here we are. Okay, so here's the front view. And I've got the lower ring set here with center point. And here's the upper ring from the front. And what I see is those outer edges. Here's the cutout. So the cutout comes down 30 millimeters. You'll see that here. So that's going to be the center point of these circles right there. And the upper ring hits these edges right there on this face. So that tells us a little bit of something about how we're going to design this. I've simplified this particular drawing to just the first section here. This is actually what the project used to be. So if I create this ring, okay, 60 millimeters offset by 5, which gives me a 50 millimeter diameter circle there. Extrude that ring back 20 millimeters. I have this shape. To get the cutout, I created a tangent plane. The cutout is 10 millimeters wide. So I created a center or a rectangle that is 60 millimeters by 10 millimeters and centered it on the design and cut that out. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, close the data panel here. Let's create a sketch from back plane. From the origin, let's create our center diameter circle, 60 millimeters, enter. Let's offset it to create our inner circle of 50 millimeters in diameter. So -5 will give me a 50 millimeter because we're altering the radius there. And there I have my first sketch. Let's finish sketch. Let's extrude. All right, there we are, 20 millimeters. Very good. So now I need to cut out a 10 millimeter opening that's centered on the top, and it goes down 30 millimeters, so it's going to go halfway down my 60 millimeter circle there. So what I'm going to do is create a tangent plane to my rounded surface here. So let's go construct tangent plane. There we are. I'm going to select my surface. Now you can see that you can bring this plane around, and I've got the degrees in which I can move it. Okay, I want to be on top, so I'm going to leave it at 0. There we are, and click OK. There's my plane. Let's create a sketch on that plane now. So there. Now, the origin is here on the edge of my design. Probably could have made this easier on myself if on my initial extrusion, instead of going one direction, 20 millimeters, that I change my direction to symmetrical and do 10 millimeters each direction, that would have centered the origin in my design. That would have probably made my life easier, but I'll deal with this. So I'm going to create a 2-point rectangle. And let's see. Actually, let's change it from 2-point rectangle to a center rectangle. And I'm going to go up the y-axis. And I want it 10 millimeters by 60, because that should cover the diameter of my design. Enter. Let's position my rectangle. Let's see, so I'm 20 millimeters total. 10 millimeters is going to be cut out. So I want 5 millimeters on either side. So from the origin to this edge, let's set it to be 5, not 4, 5. Enter. Now I'm positioned correctly. Let's finish sketch. There's my rectangle that I created. Let's extrude. And I'm going to go negative 30 millimeters down. And there is my cutout. All right. Now, bring my diagram back up. As I said, we know that the circle is 60 millimeters in diameter. And here's the cutout. It's right here and right here. So the 60 millimeter circle hits this point where the cutout meets ends and this point. So if I know 2 points here, and I know that the circle's diameter is 60 millimeters, then the 3-point circle will work for me in creating this. So let's use that. I'm going to create sketch. I want this face. All right, I could do the other side if I was turned around, but this face right there. Select it. There we are. Now, let's go back. I can see my points here. There's my point right there and the point right there. So let's go create circle, 3-point circle. I'm going to select this face right over here. Okay, right there at that corner. See it? Right there. And I'm going to select this corner right there. And there's my circles. It starts to draw. I'm going to come up. I'm going to type in a value of 60 and click. And there I have my 3-point circle. See how it goes here, here, and then I came up, gave it my diameter, and there I am. Let's offset that circle. -5. Enter. Finish sketch. And you see where my sketch is positioned. It's on this face right here that I selected sketch on. And now all I have to do is extrude, select that shape. All right, let's go back home. Okay, the face that I'm sketching on cuts off, so I've got to make these additional selections. I've got 4 items selected in total. The cutout is 10 millimeters wide, so I'm going to extrude 10 millimeters. I want it to be a new body and click OK. And now I have my 2 bodies. Appearance. Hold on just a second. All right, sorry about that. Phone call. And let's put it this way. I'm 10 minutes in, so I'm not going to redo the video over that phone call. All right, I'm working on the appearance. Let's go metal. Let's go aluminum. Let's make it a nice anodized glossy red. We've got that. Oh, as much as I hate to do blue, I'll do blue on the top one. And we'll drop blue there. close, and we will save it. And there we are. That is this project. Easy enough. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll have some more videos coming soon.